Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Pistons in Detroit. Well, for Detroit, this is a big game coming up for them. They've dropped their first 2 games, and the last thing they want to do is open the season 0-3. That is not the way to tip things off. We'll be watching Pau Gasol in this one. He's done it all and done it well for so long now. Seems like Shaq, hasn't really slowed up.
You know, I owe this guy an apology because he was up there in age. I thought he was probably done. But he put up a career high last year, 46 points versus the Bucks. He also had his best rebounding season in his career at the age of 34. So Pau Gasol, from me to you in Spanish, muchas gracias. I'm sorry.
Much thanks.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry.
Well, silencio, Mr. O'Neal, because it looks like he's going to play for a long time. Because the game is just easy for him, Ernie. His skill set, you don't have to jump. You don't have to be fast. You get it in the post. You take your time. You read the defense, and you score. Dominate and score and patience. Pau Gasol.
Let's get it to Kevin Harlan. And the
Adios.
All right, everybody. Adios. Welcome to the NBA on Hollywood Sports Entertainment. Guys, this is Game 3. We are on 2, as they said. But we got to get our first win against the Chicago Bulls.
Two-team for the lot of history as Chicago makes a trip up to the Palace of Auburn Hills. Take a look at the Bulls coming off that loss against the Nets.
Probably their worst defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of beat is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad
flight
in town the night before, and we all know a rough flight in can lead to turbulence on the court.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Butler teams with Dunleavy on the perimeter, and it's Rose in at the 1 spot. Detroit shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And as a unit, guys, they only shot 70% from the line over the course of last season. Not the kind of percentage that they were hoping for.
Come on, Meeks.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch
way to
get
us going. Way to get us
they
going.
would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
And the technical free throw is good. And Drummond kicks to Morris. Here's the screen. Shot clock at 5. Meeks inside the 3-point line. That's short off the rim.
And Joey Meeks last season, coming off the best effort of his career the year before, signed a big contract with the Pistons. They thought he'd be their designated three-point shooter. Instead, he missed the first 22 games with a back injury and just never really got in sync.
Here is Jennings after Pau Gasol's bucket. And just about a minute into the first quarter.
Watch your pass.
Stolen by Noah. Now here's Rose, the fast break opportunity. That's good.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing.
Let's get it together, guys. Let's get it together.
Move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
Here is Jennings, following the score by Derrick Rose.
Come on, Drummond, put it back up.
Back loose. Drummond.
Oh! Way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Drummond, a bit of a disappointing season last year. Not so much in play, but people wanted to see a bigger leap from him. Now his numbers.
Come on, Drummond, put your legs into it now.
But I think he's got so much there to give.
He has a lot of potential, Kevin. And listen, I don't think his play was bad. He just had such huge expectations to live up to. I mean, player development is not a straight line, and it would have been very
hard to
take another huge leap forward. Sometimes you have that sophomore jinx. But I'm expecting a big year from him this season.
Let's go, baby. Let's get pumped. Let's get pumped.
Well, I would hope
Play
so.
some
He's a
basketball.
pro, and it was
Oh,
only
they're
a
jumping
1
that
foot.
pick. Rose is jumping that pick.
To the left wing. Here's Morris.
There we go,
Good.
Morris.
Jennings making the play.
You know, for Drummond last season, his
Let's
numbers
stay
were
up, guys.
relatively
Let's
the
stay up.
same. The expectations placed on him were so hard for him to live up to. Maybe now those will be tempered a bit, and he'll play better.
Now here's Gasol. Here's Butler.
Good D, good D.
Here's
Stay on him, stay on him.
6 on the shot clock.
Oh!
And that one's good by Noah. Noah's got his first points of the night.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Jennings against Rose.
Well, Rose is playing some D, man.
Outside Jennings. Kicks to Meeks. The shot. Gasol with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And it's Butler missing.
Most of the time, that shot will go down, or the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Right side Jennings. The dish to Ilyasova.
Oh, man.
And that does it for the first quarter.
Wow.
Bulls lead by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And Pau Gasol, after some great years and some difficult years, talks about now his newfound excitement playing with the Chicago Bulls.
I mean, I think it's been noticeable just because this has been my decision, too. And I want to make it good, great, actually. Not good, but great.
I think you'd have to say that Gasol's decision to go to Chicago, Clark, was great. He clearly gave it a lot of thought. It's hard to imagine him having made a better pick.
You know, I agree. Not only is he happy,
Oh,
but
D.
so are his teammates. Ask Rose and Noah and Butler. Those guys love playing with him, and you can see how the change of scenery rejuvenated the big Spaniard, too.
Help out, help out.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Not much room to operate offensively. The defense has been stifling through the first.
Greg, they haven't given up a lot of easy chances at all.
There we go.
And now let's check out
Gotta
the
get
lines
some-
courtesy of Gatorade.
we have to get some
All fueled
stops,
up
man.
and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Chicago right now, Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Brooks out there with Tony Snell. And it's Mirotic in at the 3 spot.
And the Pistons were a better team last season than they were in 2014. I mean, they still ended up bottom in the Central Division, but most of it was because of how strong the Central really was last season.
Jackson misses.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication.
Come on, guys.
Greg, as you said, the Pistons were last in the Central Division last year. They had finished 4th each of the last 4 years.
There we go.
And, you know, the Pistons
Way to
actually
take it
had
hard,
more
baby.
wins last year coming in last than they did in any of the 4 seasons they finished 4th. It just shows you how tough and improved
trying to
the
slow up
Central
the
Division
momentum.
was last year.
And guys, he's not the
All the time out,
tallest
they
or
try to
most
slow up the
imposing
momentum.
wing player, but Stanley Johnson has incredible strength and really unmatched confidence. One reason why so many were high on him in the draft.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He told Gasol that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach asked him directly to take the reins of their offense. He wants him to have a huge impact at that end of the floor for the rest of this game.
Push
Maybe
it out.
making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime.
Now we're playing some deep, baby. Keep it
And as
going.
always, Doris, thank you.
Wow, that is just pretty right there. What a find that for his teammate at the rim.
Oh, good block. Oh, man, I thought you had a block.
Arizona, Greg, his strength, as you were talking about, is his biggest asset. Helps that he has this incredible arm span And Clark, you know what? He told me he likes to play the 2K game.
Yeah, he does enjoy that. He likes to play the real game, too, because he's hyper-competitive, and I think he's got a chance to be a superb defender at the NBA level.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Andre Drummond's checked in for Aaron Baines. Ilyasova comes in for Anthony Tolliver. Morris is checked in for Johnson. And it's Jennings in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Well, for Detroit, their last game a loss to the Utah Jazz.
You know what? A lot of three-pointers, but for me, more so, it was the shot selection.
Stay with him. Stay with him.
Three-pointers. I just felt like they were just too trigger-happy from downtown.
Rose out there
Greg, sometimes you're able to shoot your way out of a slump, but they just kept making things worse. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
Here's Jennings following the score by Derrick Rose. Jennings with the ball, and Rose picks him up defensively.
Chicago playing some good defense.
Mirotic against Morris. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Drummond.
Drummond, you got an ugly shot.
They'll probably let the clock wind down here.
Right on. I mean, no need to give the ball back before the end of the quarter in this situation.
Goes back up, and it's laid in by Gibson. Gibson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bulls.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
And we've reached halftime in this one.
Halftime.
Bulls out front. They lead by 7. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Hey, Kevin, with Derrick Rose. Derrick, how does it feel to get back out there on the basketball floor here for the new season ahead?
It feels good, man, especially playing with my teammates. We have new teammates. We're just trying to come out here and just play hard and compete.
Great to have you back, Derrick. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the Bulls?
The job their guys have done in the post has been terrific. If they get more of that production in the paint next half, they'll be very tough to beat. They're taking advantage of the late rotations, and they're going right inside and straight to the rim.
Kenny, what'd you think about Detroit?
Well, they're trailing in this game because they're shooting under 35%.
Not good.
Now, I've got to give a lot of credit to the defense, forcing the shooters off their spots, making them feel uncomfortable. But if someone takes something away from you, you have to be able to adapt. So they need a whole new game plan because right now they're in trouble.
They're killing us on the rebounds.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
To start up and begin any moment. Kind of like what Derrick Rose has done in this game.
Just in attack mode.
All right, we get to watch our cheerleaders
at will in that first half.
Yeah, it really was aggressive attacking basketball at its finest. I mean, really a lot of fun to watch.
They're in rhythm, too. All right. That was nice. All right, let's get back into this game. Let's go, Detroit. Let's go.
By 7. Last season, the Bulls were a tough matchup, solid margin of victory for them, and never looked overwhelmed, Clark.
Yeah, you know what? They're a team that's even keeled, the type of team that can win anytime they take the floor. They have a system that works and good talent, actually excellent talent to make it special. And that combination is a winning one.
Jennings and Meeks in the backcourt. Ilyasova out there with Marcus Morris. And it's
bad
Drummond
pass.
in the center position. That's the group starting the second half for Stan Van Gundy. And it's Butler missing.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions.
And you talk about the Bulls being
they are hacking us out
anybody
there.
in the league. They did. They did that last season. One
They
of
did
only
not win to
3
shoot
teams
that
to
ball.
register one win against every other team in the league back in 2015.
That's good for
Good
Meeks.
shot.
And, you know, getting back to that point about the Bulls beating every team in the league, only the Spurs and Warriors were the other teams to do that. Goes to show just how tough last year's Bulls squad was.
And so
You notice, guys, we have no shot meters. I mean, the circles out there,
Bulls
but
always
there's
seem
no
to be
meter on
tough
it.
on the road, and last season no different. They would end with 23 road wins on the year.
And that number was good enough
Oh,
for
what a
second
pass.
best in the East. Unlike shooting, it's very hard for defenses to go cold, and that's why the Bulls have been so good on the road.
Pistons trail by 9. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Jennings against Rose. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots. Kept alive.
Put it back up.
Ilyasova, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
They are not letting us shoot nothing, man. They're going out there every shot.
Greg, he got in good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And guys, touching back on the Bulls on the road, to illustrate how good they are on the road, last season marked the 5th straight year of a road record above 500. Incredible consistency as a franchise.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, you know, here's another stat for the Bulls on the road. Since 2010, when Tom Thibodeau took over, the Bulls have won almost 60% of their road games. That's impressive.
Boom! Good shot. Good shot.
For the Pistons. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Drummond. Johnson comes in for Morris, and it's Caldwell Pope in for Jody Meeks. Now here's Brooks. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Gasol goes in, and he gets it to go. Gasol's got the lead up to 9 now for Chicago.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work him over the rest of the game.
Now here's Jennings. Johnson, a wide open look.
Way to bang it. Way to bang it.
Johnson
okay, guys,
his first 2 points. Brooks outside. Gasol setting the pick for Brooks. Feeds it to Dunlap.
No.
There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead.
We're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And Detroit with a 32-50 record last season. They didn't have any help from the schedule. They had a total of 22 back-to-back series.
Better get back in this game. We're down by 10.
For most in the league.
Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Detroit. Reggie Jackson comes in for Brandon Jennings. He used that pick to get in.
Way to take Gibson.
Tolliver's got his second basket.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Greg, you just said the Pistons had a ton of back-to-back games. 44 were part of their back-to-backs. Over half their schedule. Clark, they went 15 and 29 in those games.
And that's one of the reasons why the NBA wanted to examine the schedule. I mean, it was a tough year for the Pistons. It's hard to get any momentum when you're playing that many back-to-backs.
Outside Jackson. Open look, but it's no good.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got
wide open jump shot.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Bulls lead by 8. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports.
If you guys have noticed, man, which is smart by 2K, they're playing music that's not gonna get you know, censored, man. Maybe in the menu they're playing the music, but not during the game.
Here's Jackson. So for Chicago right now, the big men are Gibson and Noah. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2, and it's Dunleavy in at the 3.
They play some good D, man.
Jackson kicks to Drummond, fires from 18, will not go. This is off the front.
Oh, we get a German that shot. He can't shoot. That ugly shot.
Jackson against Rose. Noah the screen.
Watch the pick. Good D, good D. Take it all the way.
Oh, and
take it all the way.
Jackson, nobody back. Stops.
Come on.
A second chance effort.
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Rose against Jackson. The kick outside to Butler. He dishes it to Rose. Good work defensively by Morris. Pistons trail by 8.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Meeks.
Fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Detroit.
They always got to call that timeout when we try to get things rolling.
Chicago calls timeout. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. It was clear what message he was trying to get across. He said, this lead isn't big enough that we're safe. Not by a long shot.
Look at Mix, boy. He's staying on ball.
The clock. Play to win. Show some aggression. Guys.
Here's
cut him out. Cut him out. Cut him out.
Pass to Butler.
Stay with him, Mix.
Noah with a
pick. No.
Can't hit.
There we go. There we go.
The Pistons have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Jennings with the ball, and Rose picks him up defensively. Outside Jennings, and the pass to Meeks. 6 on the shot clock. Bulls from the top of the key, and it's Chicago.
And them Bulls are playing some deep.
1:16 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Rose.
Oh!
And in it goes. And the Bulls lead by 8.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
Elbow shot.
There we go. There we go. Come on, guys. Down by 6. Yeah.
I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Takes the 13-footer. The putback.
Oh!
Finished off by Noah.
He sniffed out that board and then powered it back in.
Pure Mike Clark, so strong, going back up with that one.
Playing to his strength, too, guys. That's what he's capable of.
Now here's Jennings. Shot, high post.
Get in there.
With another miss.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure.
Good D, good D. Oh! Oh, man,
Not
come
watching
on.
for the line that time.
They're bringing in the big guns again. Come on, guys, we got 27 seconds.
3-second difference between shot clock and game time. And he gets to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
It didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
Well, Derrick Rose is running things.
Free throw, good Rose.
Those free throws.
Looks like we're going to go 0-3
in the coffin, guys.
It's a tough lead, guys. Tough lead.
We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Blake for 3. And
there we go, Blake.
16 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Outside Rose.
Pistons foul. Steve Blake. That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Detroit. Derrick Rose at the line for 2.
We should just let it in. Chicago Bulls came into our house and spanked us.
And no good is the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And the second of 2 is good. That will put them up by 9.
Boy, his hands weren't the steadiest at the line that time, but that was all they needed
Blake,
to put a cap on.
Hit it, Blake.
And so it's Chicago winning this.
All right, guys. My Detroit Pistons going 0-3 on the season so far.
Not necessarily a runaway win, but
I hope you enjoyed the gameplay.
And let's face it,
this TV-style presentation.
Win in the fashion they did.
If you did, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button.
Really an outstanding.
And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys. Hit that subscribe button to Hollywood Sports Entertainment. And as always,
well, a nice win
until next time, everybody.
What was the attitude of the team coming into this game and just in general?
Yeah, we played hard tonight. We're getting better. We just got to keep going. You know, it's a work in progress. And, you know, we just got to keep fighting, and get as many W's as possible.
Congratulations, Joakim. We appreciate it. Guys, over to you.
Doris, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we'll go to the studio with the award-winning Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Derrick Rose.
We saw Rose explode tonight. His dual threat ability, being able to score or pass equally well, man, that puts him on another level.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.